Hey guys, True Knight here. So today I wanted to go over um, more of a Banlist prediction rather than Banlist want. I did a previous prediction and well, I got a lot of views and attention and everything, which is great. I was kind of getting shit on in the ban list, or in the comments, sorry, because a lot of people are accusing me of doing more of wants rather than what I think will happen. I thought I had been very vocal that I don't think the TCG is going to get a list anytime soon. I think it's going to be very much like they'll throw a list at us after Nats kind of thing. As you guys can see, it's currently the 21st of June, so I'm thinking that a list will come maybe the week or two after Nats. But I wanted to give you guys predictions at least of what I could see happening. So take this with a grain of salt because it is Konami we're talking about here. It's all about money. Nothing else matters. So you got to remember that when you're thinking about the ban lists. Okay, so because the community, myself included, are bitching and moaning so much about it, I think there will be some kind of hit to Snake Eye directly. It could be in the form, like if they want to neuter the deck, they could do Ash, Gone, something of that nature. You could hit Flamberge to 0 or 1. Flamberge to 1 doesn't really matter, so if you're going to hit Flameberg, you're going to have to ban it. But I could see this on the list. In which form? Again, I don't know. It's all money driven. They just printed this, even though we're all shitting on them for printing it. They did just print it as an ulti, so they could just go ahead and ban it though now because they aren't really making any more money on those. So another one I could see is Wanted to 1, just because Worlds format Wanted will be at 1 because it's currently at 1 in the OCG. So they always go off of the lowest number. So I could see that. Another thing I could definitely see happening is more weeding out of either Floodgate or Floodgate-esque kind of cards. In trap cards, I mean. So I could see any one of these three, or all three, being hit. It looks like the past two lists have been 25 cards each. So we may be in for another big list. Who knows? But yeah. I know Rarity 2 just came out, but it's Konami here. They're scummy. They're a bunch of goons. They could easily just go ahead and destroy Appo. Another thing to talk about, which could happen, is Fenrir to 1. The likelihood, I don't know, is because while Fenrir is kind of dickish to deal with, I don't know if it's really the problem. I don't know if it's a problem in the game. I know he can get on the field and he can cause disruption, but is he really the game ender? You know what I mean? I don't know if he is. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I'm working right now and I got hit up by one of my employees to they wanted to go home early, so okay, anyway, so Fenrir I don't really see as the end-all be-all issue with the format right now. I don't think it warrants right now currently a limited ban. I don't even think it warrants semi-limited because you just play the field spell and 2 Fenrir at that point and you're essentially playing 3 Fenrir. I think Fenrir is actually a necessity for the fact that like we don't have Baron, we don't have Savage. They're taking a lot of those things away, so like rogue decks need things like Fenrir to be able to compete, right? Which will go into another card that I'm going to bring up in the future. But yeah, I think that he shouldn't, but it would be a very Konami thing to do, even though they haven't reprinted them yet to where they can just make their money off of it and get rid of it. So this is like the one weird card that I'm not too sure about. He's been in the game forever. I could very easily see him getting the Pankratops treatment and then coming back eventually, but at the same time, Konami's all about money and they haven't reprinted it yet. So we'll have to see where it goes from there. Next up, I think is going to get banned is Sanctifier. I think that it's time Branded gets a slap on the wrist. I'm sick of seeing it. It's everywhere, and it's just kind of nauseating at this point. Every single card in there is like a QCR or something like that, and it's not that I'm salty, it's just like, okay, how much more are they gonna get before you finally, like, put a slap on their wrist? Like, how much more can they get away with, you know? So, yeah, I think it's time for a branded hit. Next up, I could see Pank coming back to 3. This is my only card that I'm unlimiting. I just think that it's totally fine, especially if you're going to do away with Fenrir. Let us have Pank for rogue players. I consider myself a rogue player. I don't really play meta like tier 1 or tier 0 decks, so Pank would be something that I would definitely supplement in for Fenrir. So kind of thought process there. Getting ready to finish up here, I guess you could call this a want more than what I think will happen, but at the same time, I think one of these things is going to happen. My want is, I want all of these cards to come back to 1 in some form or fashion, eventually. I brought it up to my buddies in our chat group, and I was just saying, like, hear me out here. If you're gonna have a tier 0 deck with Snake Eye and its degeneracy and it's just stupidness and like nauseating effects, and it's gonna be at Worlds to be represented, like, let players have something to combat it with, and so give them something to show off at Worlds, right? If you want to show off your game at Worlds, give us cool cards to fight it out with. And then let them go sort it out. Let the best players in the world go figure this out. What I mean by that is give someone like, hell, I don't know, Joshua Schmidt. Give him Masterpiece. You know, give Pack Kit. Give Jesse Cotton. Give him Dryden. Give, what's his name? Oh my God. Steven, I can't remember. We'll give him his Pendulum deck and let him ride. Let him see what happens. You know, I think it makes for great entertainment and it'll get a lot of views. Especially if that's what you could need right now, because Konami is under a lot of like shit slamming, as far as I see, in both social media and community. General consensus from both sides is just, Konami, you suck, and you guys do. Like, this year's been a rough year for you guys. Company-wide, decision-wide, you're making your decisions with Europe and with Worlds, and the way you're printing your sets, and the stupid shit that's coming out of them, like, you guys are screwing up, and it sucks. So, what better way to, like, try and divert that? Why not put just one of them back to 1, and make the player base say, oh shit, we get to go have fun at Worlds now and have a try with this, you know? So it would take communication from both OCG and TCG, which you don't see, because you can tell that it's very much a phone call that the TCG is from OCG saying, alright, here's your ban list and drop it now. And that's it. There is no conversation. So you can tell that Konami OCG holds the Pantheon relationship, and TCG just says, yes sir. So I think I'm speaking out to OCG here and just saying, please reason with us and make for some good entertainment, because you're not allowing us to go to the event. At least let us watch something cool, because I'm gonna tell you right now, and I know I'm just a small YouTuber, but this is coming from a guy that reaches out to a lot of people, both social media, community, and internet wise. If Snake Eye Fiendsmith is your front runner for Worlds, no one's gonna watch. And the encouragement will be, fuck that, let's go watch Lorcana, or let's go watch Pokemon Worlds. because they're just going to normal summon Snake Eye Ash and have 4 hand traps in him, and there's nothing fun about that. It's not entertaining, especially at your Worlds event. This is your chance to showcase your game and show the explosiveness of it and the interaction. If you have Snake Eyes Ash front running that, a lot of people are going to say, I'm not interested, I'm going to do something else that weekend. And a lot of the coverage you usually get is going to be gone. So, just think of that, have that in your mind frame, and hopefully you make a good decision. So I guess that's my one part of the want. So I'll put these all down here. And it doesn't have to be all of them. They could just mix it up by simply putting one of them. Something as little as, hey guys, Dryden's back. People will mess around with it and have fun at least. Because right now the game is just not fun. So, and then finally, I'll talk about my most favorite card in the game. We're in the game right now. My favorite card ever is Baron, but my most favorite card in the game is Talents. And what sucks that I have to talk about this is I think it is quietly very much on the chopping block to either go to 1 or 0. Draw 2, take a creature, or snipe a card out of the hand is broken, and it's insane. They've reprinted the shit out of it, so they've made their money, so they could care less now about any of that. And this card is just nutty. So I hate to say it, because if it does go, it's just going to be even more of a reason, like, for me to just keep walking out the door. But I could easily see this going to either 1 or getting the Banhammer, because it does single-handedly win games when it shines. There's times, and it's also player-based, because you may have a good player who knows exactly what to do with it at the time, but you could also have players that are idiots, and they may take a creature when they should have drawn 2, or something of that nature. So, but that's my thoughts on the ban list here. Please let me know what you guys think. This is my boring, cut and dry, like, this is what the community wants, not so much what I want. I want a whole different thing. I've said this in all my Banlist prediction videos before, is that I'm a creature of chaos, so I want shit to come back. I want an unban list more than I want a ban list. But I'll never get that, because it's Konami we're talking about here. So, anyway guys, that'll be it for me. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna preference this now because I didn't do it in my last video, but I'm gonna do it here now. If you come into my comment section and give a shitty attitude or just say something idiotic, I'm just gonna cut you out, and I please don't want you to come back. So, this is to all the trolls, this is to all the guys that just come in and say, what an idiot, something like that. You're not welcome here. Please just leave and don't waste my time. So, anyway guys, that'll be it for me. Again, be kind, be respectful, and I shall see you guys when we talk about the OCG ban list and how much it sucked. Alright guys, peace.